It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Yeah, promise my family I got 'em. I told them no worries, Hakuna Matata, yeah. Eating like Jeffrey Dahmer, the goal is stay fresh 'cause the devil wear Prada, yeah. Look at me minding my business, smile and shout out to my dentist. Used to walk around with the grimace, I made it a line, now I'm dropping my limits. Running from cops in the past, my homie said diesel, we drop it and dash. Focus my energy, don't see no enemies, only the friends of me come to my bad. Ooh, got on my side, prayers went up when I thought I would die. Nobody called, it was hurting my pride. Whatever, my nigga, I'm raising the price, yeah. Fresh and local, I'm the illest smoker, I've been flipping styles, talking Michinoku, never brag about boasting, this is working the dog. Behind the scenes, niggas hurting the art. Never drink and I'm never smoking, niggas lip sync like it's karaoke. They do anything to obtain a rollie. Y'all been learning the mess of the ceremony, like yeah. Niggas be diving no reason. Bless them, nobody been sneezing. Blowing straight out of the freezer. My mama been struggling, I'm trying to appease her. Bringing everything from the grassroots, when you do your thing that you ever let them trash you. Niggas in the city might pass you, but I'm still making moves international. Travel the eye like it's Walmart, thumbing through paper like Hallmark. Flies a monarch, glide like a golf cart. Now I got them jetty like a Pop-Tart. Lot of false starts, but I'm back, nigga. Got the whole city on my back, nigga. Swinging back, nigga, like it's Batman. Not a whole team, shit, I'm back with them like,
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this Thursday. In this video, we're going to be talking about Lil Wayne. He has a new interview out, and a portion of that interview has been circulating online where he talks about the fans and basically gets into how us as consumers can be a bit unforgiving when it comes to our favorite artists, or those that are not our favorite, even more so, right? In the interview, he gets into how fans expect greatness every time out, every time you release an album. People want to get the best possible music, the best version of yourself, et cetera, et cetera. And I believe most artists, for the most part, want to deliver that. But he says in this interview that if you don't deliver greatness, people will now forget that you were ever great. Now, hip hop fans in general have had a very interesting relationship with Lil Wayne over the course of these last couple of years, ever since that Super Bowl shit unfolded and he kind of came to the public crying and whining, bitching and moaning and all that. People's perception of Lil Wayne shifted drastically. You know what I'm saying? Now, prior to that, of course, it's not like it was a completely smooth ride with Wayne. The I never experienced racism comments, him not being empathetic to the actual black experience in this country, uh, comments he may have made in song about his preference for light-skinned women, red bone women, stuff like that. It hasn't been completely smooth for Wayne for some time now, but the last couple years definitely magnified things to a whole nother level, because I never saw people thinking of Wayne as a crybaby. That's one thing that wasn't a part of his story. Unfortunately, for the last couple of years, he's kind of remained in that bracket due to ways that he's handled himself publicly. That whole Cetaphil commercial after not getting the Super Bowl, him whining about the Super Bowl, him having Skip Bayless out here campaigning, trying to act like Rock Nation was apologizing for not choosing him for the Super Bowl when there was no such statement that was out there. Um, so many different things that happen, right? Then you get into last year with the Carter 6, and the album just wasn't great. It was okay. It had a couple joints on there, but overall, um, it wasn't great. Just to keep it in motion with his comments, it wasn't a great album. The rapping on there wasn't great. It was what you would expect from Wayne, which at this point in his career is kind of a negative, because I think people at this point want to hear a new perspective from Wayne. Keep the rapping skill, because he can rap at a high level, but people expect for him to show growth in his subject matter, his concept writing, things of that nature. Didn't get that. The production wasn't stellar. Like, it was a lot of missing pieces on the Carter 6, and the fans let him have it, especially after his comments about the Super Bowl being pretty unsupporting of Kendrick Lamar getting that Super Bowl performance, things of that nature. So it's been weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this clip of Wayne talking about this. It's not a complete negative. He didn't say it from the standpoint of like whining. He did say it motivates him. So I am hoping that as he moves forward, puts out further music and things of that nature, that he will take it into consideration that there are some benchmarks that people would like to see from him. But again, let me get to the clip.
I know the current's like I'm in the same ocean. I get judged by the same ocean.
Yeah.
So just like I'm saying that to say, I know he know that. Oh no, the currents have changed now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed rapidly. Microwave. They want it, and they want it now, and they want it great, and they want it great every time. And if it ain't great every time, they forgot that you were ever great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
how you handle that?
I loved it. Oh my God, I loved it. I love when everybody was like, man, when I was asked, they was like, man, that gotta suck, right? Man, what? It gotta be hard. I was like, so difficult, so great.
Yeah.
Like it make me wake up. give me a reason. I go to sleep looking at my microphone like, wait till I wake back up. I'm gonna show you. I can't. It's a challenge. I approach it like a challenge anyway. So
because you holding a higher standard. You don't care what they say. Like
I don't even hear.
Yeah.
So you're not reading anything of anybody says about you. You're just challenging yourself.
Oh no, I've never done.
Really? That's an amazing talent. This guy reads everything that's ever written about. He listens.
Oh.
He reads everything.
I like receipts.
He's got a folder with the
Don't make you
receipts,
eat that shit.
everything on it.
My mom
man.
gonna make me something that's too out the way. My mom gonna make me know.
So
She gonna call me like, what is this they talking about? Like, see, that is not even me. Like, that pictures, that's AI. That's not real. So that's not you. What do you mean that's not you? That is your face, boy. I'm like, that's my face, but they didn't. Anyway, it's enough. I'm like, it's not me.
How you?
All right. I ain't gonna lie. I wish Wayne would use more of his voice when he speaks rather than that tone that he likes to speak in. Very, very irritating. Very annoying to hear him bullfrogging on a motherfucking mic for 2 minutes. But nonetheless, the point of the video was they want it now, and they want it great every time. And if it ain't great every time, they forgot that you ever were great. Okay? And to be honest, I think that's how it's supposed to be. To be completely honest. Now, is every album going to be a classic? Is every album supposed to be the greatest thing you ever heard in your life? Maybe not. But every album, I believe, should have something on there, should have records on there that do give you that. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to take from every of your favorites albums and have moments and memories and things like that trigger emotional responses, whether that be happy, sad, songs that got you through, songs that motivated you while you was navigating through life, songs that you got ready to, even though they try to make Get Ready With Me music out to be a bad thing these days. They try to call it Chicken Alfredo music or what have you, but people are out here living to some of that Chicken Alfredo. Chicken Alfredo is a staple on a lot of people's dinner tables, you know? But what the people don't want is disposable music. Now, when it comes to the pace in which people want it, they want it and they want it now. I think you got to know how to navigate balance, because just because people want something in that moment or say they want it doesn't mean that they're really prepared. You know what I'm saying? It's not like going out to eat and you waiting an hour for a plate versus 15, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, take your time on your album. You know, instead of treating it like just an everyday thing, treat it like an event that it actually is. An album release is supposed to be an event. And the event should have the music to navigate that event. You know what I mean? But with Wayne, again, I just think his biggest issue is the fact that he goes in and he creates so much so fast. This is somebody who goes in the studio and within a 8-hour block, he's probably going to cut 20 songs. Not all 20 of them songs going to be fire. Maybe all 20 of them songs may have some good bars. You know what I'm saying? But if he were to condense that down and put all the great bars into one song at a time, flesh out his concepts one song at a time, I think he would have a higher success rate when it comes to people enjoying the music, right? We don't just want to see Wayne outside. We don't just want to see Wayne on stage. We don't want to see Wayne in his studio. That's not momentous. We want to hear, how do you really view the world? How have you grown? How have you become a better person? What are some lessons that you've learned? You know what I'm saying? And then take the clever wordplay, the punchlines, and the experiences and put it all together. That's what Wayne has been missing. You know what I mean? I'll never get on this channel and say Wayne is a terrible rapper or just completely whack. But you can still be a great and put out whack music. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes people get that shit confused. Like, you're supposed to not be able to tell your favorite artist when that shit ain't hitting. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be that person. Just like some people downplay Jordan on the Wizards. Even though that nigga was balling, he wasn't playing championship ball. He couldn't elevate his team to the level of yesteryear. Therefore, it paled in comparison. He was older. You know what I mean? But you still caught glimpses of that old Jordan. You still seen that nigga hitting that fucking fadeaway. You still seen that nigga getting up above the rim and dunking on a few niggas. He yammed on some niggas in them 2 seasons. He fucking blocked some niggas shit off the board. Like, he still gave you glimpses of greatness, but it was not the same. And when people say it ain't the same, they shouldn't be completely vilified for it. You know what I mean? So that's what I have to say about Wayne and his commentary regarding the they'll forget that you ever were great. I don't think anybody's ever forgotten that Wayne was great. You know what I mean? The feature run that he had, iconic feature run. It probably put him in a bracket that he may not have even really deserved at that time. You know what I'm saying? But it was so iconic. It was so prolific. It was something that we had never really seen before, where somebody was just on so many different records all at once and they were all performing at the same time. And he had this crazy magnetism around him and energy, and, you know, so he was bodying shit. But after Carter 3, the albums got shaky. Carter 4 is the last halfway decent. I know some people like Carter 5. That was not my cup of tea. The songs that people like from the Carter 5 were never my cup of tea in particular. But, you know, again, I just hope he's able to slow down and actually, I don't know if he need to start writing. I know he threw away his notebook way back in goddamn 2001 or whatever, and vowed to never write nothing down. He said that's like premeditated murder. I'll just walk in the studio and kill it. I think at some point, clear thoughts win the game. Use your phone, use something. You know what I mean? But just free balling and free willing on every record. You could have some of those on an album. You know what I mean? If it's 15, 16 songs, shit, give us 5. But then the other ones, let us hear your actual creativity as an artist. You know what I mean? That's just my take on it. But let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about Wayne at this current time. Let me know how y'all, are you going to be anticipating another Wayne album? Do you think he can come back and do better than what we got from the Carter 6? Or do you feel like he's washed? Do you feel like he's just over with and a figment of our imagination? Like he's a thing of the past? Let me know. All right. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'll never politic and the drama be piling on. Father and greats unacknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy cause consulting for the stacks I built. I had to